Alrighty, what is going on, ladies and gents? Welcome back to the channel for another market update. Hope everybody's having a lovely day. And with that being said, dive into some TA. Alright, guys, we are going to run through things pretty quick here. We did get a gap up today, and we did trade relatively flat. We have CPI on Wednesday morning at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we do have tomorrow in between now and then, which, if I was to take a guess, I assume we're either going to be trading flat or we're going to come up here and we're going to be testing this little spot up there, which aligns with 549.51 on SPY. All right, so we're just going to, go over how things are looking right now. All right, on the hourly time frame, you can see that we did break out this downtrend. You are just grinding up now. You did get back above the 1 hour 9 EMA. Rejection, rejection, rejection. Acceptance. Same time you broke out that downtrend, I do have to assume we are going to be getting more upside. Now, as I mentioned in last, the weekly update there, the last video, we were looking for a decent sized bounce. I think, I don't have it pulled up here, but I think it was the smallest bounce over the last few times we got here was like a, what is it? It was this one right here, right? So 1.54. And I'm looking for 552. All right, so I'm personally thinking we're going to be getting up here, all right, in this general area here. This is where you broke down from, so 549.51 is definitely going to be a key spot. If you guys did not watch the last video, I'm just going to show you, all right, the last few times you have hit this spot, you did end up, getting your little bounce going there. All right, we're going to delete that one right there. You got that right there. Come over the last time right there. Then you got that one. Move that over a little bit. All right, guys. So we are definitely going to be looking for some continued upside here, even if it is going to be a dead cat bounce like this one over here. Yes, it can go a little lower, as we see. We didn't go lower, right? When we start talking about this in the weekly update, luckily we didn't go lower. You just got the scenario where we just start bouncing from there out the hole. All right, but when you hit this thing, we're looking for something like that, and if we're gonna get 2.5% off of there, where does that bring us? 552. That is why I was saying 552. Right? That's what I was saying in the Discord this morning in the morning brief. That is going to be a probably where we get up to. All right. But that is pretty much it over here in SPY, guys. The levels we're going to be talking about here, I'm looking for continued upside, like I said at the very beginning of the video. Right up here, this is your confluence area, 549.51. That's the big level right there. But resistance is going to be 547.10. Above there, 549.51, 551.58. And then if things get real wild, all right, we're just going to take that off. You're going to be running up to 554.87. We have the supply zone up here. So, if tested, honestly, if tested, you're going to get above that daily 9 here. And then you probably come down and dance around that daily 9. And then you go up from there. Guys, things don't go straight up. They don't go straight down. All right. This is going to be the short-term moving average that we pay attention to. That price loves to dance around when it, gets either underneath or above. So that's what we watch for. Coming over here on QQQ. What do we have, guys? All right, we have another inside day, as we talked about. All right, we got that big gap up there. We really didn't do much of anything. You traded flat. And if you come down here to the 15-minute time frame, you can really see that you literally traded flat all day. All right, you opened right here. You ended right here. You didn't move. All right. Like I said, we have CPI Wednesday morning, 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So tomorrow, we don't have any catalysts. We don't even have 10 a.m. data coming out. So I do have to assume it's going to be a complete nothing burger day, or we're just going to get that follow through off of today's candlestick right there. And we get a move up here to test this daily 9 EMA up there. All right. And we're going to have that being our level right there. Okay. So as resistance on QQQ, we have the high of day today, 455.46. Above there, we have 457.73, low of this candle right here. And then above there, 461.22, and then 464.45. All right. But again, this daily 9 is probably, sellers are probably going to step in over here. So this, I'll just mark it out with a circle here. This is the spot that I would be looking for price to test right there. All right, right around in there. There you go. In between those two levels right there. Support is going to be 449.82. Ah, no, we got to put more support on the board right there. Support is 451.56. Under there, 449.82, 448.19, and then 447.07. Now, I know you did not hit the golden pocket over here. I'm going to show you something that makes me think, you know, it doesn't have to be hit here. NQ looks absolutely phenomenal. All right, absolutely phenomenal. And these fair value gaps, they're giving us perfect freaking reactions going on here. So I'm just going to say, guys, you know, you come up, it's the same concept we just talked about. This is your confluence spot. All right, on NQ, if you know, you're a futures trader, 18765.25 to 18925.50. That is going to be, you know, this FVG that's going to be acting as supply if we come up and test it. If we come up and test it, this thing is probably going to, you know, get dragged down a little bit, and it's going to meet price right around here. So, you know, you got to get above there, but at the same time, you already tapped that golden pocket. So that's what I was saying. You don't have to do it over on QQQ. This is the same exact thing. They're both just, you know, NASDAQ. This is just the futures. And, you know, this is open around the clock. Come over here to QQQ, back over here to QQQ. We're going to put on extended hours here. You can see it actually did hit it, but, you know, I just don't use extended hours. So I thought I'd show you over here. And guys, if you are a futures trader, I will be trading futures, you know, pretty much constant updates throughout the, we're going to say anywhere from 9 a.m. to 11, 100%. I'll be at my screen during that time, just providing continuous setups, and you can continuously pull out 10 to 20 point moves on NQ. And actually today, I was going over ES quite a bit there. Oh, yeah, as you can see, I was trading a little ES. Sweet baby Jesus, dude. I started my morning off pretty rough over here with an $800 loss. I forgot, was it right over here? I was looking for, I had an order in. Yeah, it was literally right over here. I had an order in to buy it right over here, and it did not come back down. I had a limit order. I don't remember what I think I went to the gym, and I just kept it on there, and then boom. What happens, yeah, I forgot about it, and then I saw price somewhere over here, and I was like, oh my god, I had that limit order. Then I look, and it was minus 800. So we had to scrape back from that today. But yeah, if you guys are futures traders, you can expect that from me over there in the Discord. Link is going to be down below. And I am an NQ trader, so I very much so prefer NQ over ES. So you'll probably see way more, you know, updates over there on NQ and way more setups, just constant setups on NQ really. ES, I'll throw in there when I'm trading it. Moving on over here to IWM, I am going to point out not the best looking candlestick right there. We're going to come down to the hourly time frame. All right, we're going to switch a Rooney. There we go. Resistance 209.01. 209.77, 210.94, 212.25. Support is going to be 207.96. And underneath there, guys, I'm just coming down and tapping that golden pocket. You still never hit that. So that is going to be, you know, a spot of interest if we come down here in between 206.50 and 205.74. That's that low from over there. You just want to look at that daily low. All right, we're going to come over here to VIX, guys, and I am going to point out, all right, watch this 15-minute RSI. Gave us 2 bounces today, and if you knew about these, you knew about the pullbacks that were very likely going to come on the indices. NQ sits there having a 15-minute bearish, not bearish divergence, but, you know, you're just overbought. I think it was right here. Yeah, and if, you know, you got that aligning with Mr. VIX over there, let's just look at that. All right. 15-minute RSI oversold as NQs is overbought. Last 3 times this brought a VIX bounce and markets pulled back. All right, so it's definitely something that it's going to keep working until it doesn't work, guys. One of these times we're going to see VIX either run here or we're going to see this thing completely fade. But until then, you know, keep expecting these reactions toward the bottom of this range, 1936 to 2136. And when the 15-minute RSI is oversold, when you're at the bottom of that range, that is a perfect storm. All right. But with the way this thing closed out here on the daily, I have to assume this thing's probably not going to be continuing higher, guys. I do think we're going to be getting that rebound here. Again, we're gonna have to see what happens over here at SPY, 549.51, and then QQQ over here, it's probably gonna be where I got that circle. All right, 457.73 to 461.22. All right, coming over here to DIA, guys, support is going to be 408.71, 406.02, 403.18, 488. That is your gap filled down there. Well, it's your gap left open down there. It can be filled. Still rejecting the daily 9 here. This is what it's saying. Price likes to dance around it. All right, your resistance. We're going to put this guy on the board right there. And then you get above there. Yeah, we're going to call it there. All right, so 411.66 above there. Yeah, we're going to call it here 412.12 above there, 416.55. That's what we're going to be looking for. But, I don't trade this thing. I bet, most of you guys don't trade that thing. So we're not going to spend too much time on it, guys. All right, I don't want to make this a long video. So, like, I did just want to come on here and talk about the indices tonight. I'll just bring up the Fang stocks real quick. We won't be going over the semiconductors, but we'll be going over these Fangs real quick. Apple, guys, did have the hammer candlestick. All right, you have the hammer / pin bar. It's a bullish candlestick. Whatever you want to call this thing, Dragonfly Doji, it's bullish. You have increasing volume on the day. You literally swept support there. It was your Apple, iPhone 16 event today that just dropped. And yeah, it looks like we're going to be testing 223.90 resistance. You're going to have the daily 9 up there. So you really got to get above there. But if you can, watch for a test of 227.48 and then a move back up to 232.92 and then 237.23. Doesn't look bad at all. Amazon, guys, you're still just coming back and you're testing that downtrend. It looks like, this one is the one with strength. The market was selling today. Amazon did not. You still, ended the day up 2.34%. Not bad. Come over here to Goog, guys. This is the one with the weakness. All right. But, daily RSI now at this point, it's getting down to, where this thing has always kind of bounced back. All right. So, like, news or not, we were talking about this, how we think it's going to still go a little bit lower here, but in the zone, at some point this arrow is probably going to be followed. All right, Meta, guys, what you got going on? You rejected your 510 resistance and you were bouncing back from your 504.07 support. Now underneath 504.7, you have 498.25 and then 492.39. On the upside is resistance 510, 514.95 and then 523.86. Microsoft, how are you looking, guys? You're still just in this, flag / descending channel here, descending parallel channel, bouncing off of the 0.618 fib. Not the worst look. Your support is 404.51 and your resistance is 413. But if you test that resistance, you're going to be right here at the top of the channel. So if you can break above there, you're going to have a breakout. You probably do end up coming up here to the supply zone. Probably do hit tap 430 if that becomes the case. So if you take out 413, you probably do start moving on up here to 425.86 to 430.82. Your resistance above there is going to be 419.88. All right, Tesla is also one that was showing, some strength, but, at the end of the day, you didn't have the best close there. It's not look the best, but, typically, guys, when you get these big fat red bars and you gap up like that, like this isn't the worst look. Well, I'm going to say this isn't the best look, and then you have something like QQQ. This is when it's not at all the worst look. This is when it probably is going to do something like this, where you grind back up. All right, where you have that inside day, get back up. If we could find another one for you guys, just like that. All right, like that, just like that. All right, when you get the inside days, just like that, that is typically going to be followed by, at least a little dead cat bounce. That is typically what I see. All right. So that is pretty much all I wanted to cover here. Tesla, guys, it isn't looking bad, but you are still on that 214.89 support along with the 0.618 fib. If you can break under 209.50, that is what I'm going to say 202.59 incoming, and then you're probably coming back down here to revisit 191.08. This whole move from there to there, you're going to have the golden pockets in down here again. So, that is going to be a lot of interest down here, 191.08. And then, 190 we'll call it. Can't find bars, 233.09 is still your resistance. All right, guys, so that is what I have for you today. I'll just put this little trade idea on your map, on your radar there. You do have, quite a bit of downtrending there, consolidation, in the short term. You had this downtrend, you just broke out of that. I can almost guarantee this is not going to be the end of this run here, just because of how much consolidation you had here, and you literally just broke out. All right, 10% move. It probably is going to bring a much larger move than 10%. You're either going to break up above 44.85 and start running to these TP levels right here, 47.11, 49.91, 53.88. So that's why I said trade idea, guys. Yes, this is you know, something that I would like to take. Either going to be the breakout trade, shorter term, or I mean, I like October cons over here. You know, it's either going to be the breakout trade above 44.85, or it's going to be the pullback trade into 42.66 support, or all the way down here into 41.04 support. And, you know, best possible entry is going to be right around here. That would also probably be a back test of that trend line. So you get right around 40 bucks. I like it. All right, guys. So, congrats if anybody played PLTR with me. I did not get to sell all the way up here. I sold like right after the open. But you know, not looking bad. TLT closed at 99.99. Is that a sign, guys? All right, this thing does look like it's going to continue higher. But PLTR, guys, it is at the top of this channel. If you have not already taken your profits, I'll give you a friendly reminder to do so. And yeah, with that being said, I hope y'all had a lovely day. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy the video and you found value in this video, please remember to leave a like so we could push it out to more people and, you know, grow our little channel over here in the space. And with that being said, appreciate y'all. Go check out the Twitter, link is down below, and peace.